This bard's tale begins near White Orchard, with my dear friend Geralt of Rivia seeking his lover of yore, the sorceress Yennefer. She'd eluded him for years, but now seemed just a few steps ahead.
The Emperor shall guide us straight to Novigrad.
Run, Roach.
Goodman's boy was a merchant and travelled to Nilfgaard once.
Lost your key, ma'am?
No, not me key, me pan. It always sat there empty, this hut. That is, till the night afore the battle. A man arrived, walked right in like 'twere his own, was standing at me window, peering at the goings on. He must have eyed me, 'cause next I knew, there he was, coming my way. Grabbed me pan for protection, see? But he just asks all polite, Gran, got any birch bark by chance? Lilac berries or even a few coals? Nay, says I, and you must be right daft to pester folk at night with such foolery. But I sees he ain't listening, just staring at me pan like a magpie at a copper. Lend it to me, Gran. I'll give it back come morn. He's right baffled for what's he doing, frying in the dark. But I've got a soft heart, so I gave it to him.
Fascinating story. Any chance you're nearing the end?
Afore dawn, another rode up to the hut. But come morn, only the first fella left, locked the door, hopped on his horse, and that were all I saw of him, and me pan. 'Twere old, black with soot, not worth much, I suppose, but I've no other. Will you help me, dearie? Bring an old widower pan. I could never break down that door myself. And in truth, I'm afeard to go in any road. Such a stench wafting out. Methinks the other fellow, well, that he's lying there.
Never taken on a pan contract. Fine, I'll go in, look around. You should wait here, just in case. A corpse explains the stench. His throat, he was garroted. And some old scars. Kind of soldier might have.
What's that, dearie?
Nothing. Documents, almost entirely burnt. A few pieces still legible.
But when I gabbed...
The priceless frying pan. Scrubbed clean. Looks like the mystery man didn't need the pan so much as the soot off it to make ink, write letters.
Found the pan, have ye?
Here, your frying pan.
Mine? But mine were black with soot. And I could see myself in this one if I wanted. But them years are past.
It was the soot the man needed. He scraped it off to make ink. Must have had an urgent letter to write. Urgently burned some other documents too.
And the other fellow?
Dead. Round up a few boys and bury him outside the village. Deep, so the necrophages don't dig him up. And take my advice. Don't mention this to the Nilfgaardians.
Hang about! You've earned a token of thanks. Here, sonny, for the road.
Fry up a nice white fish for supper. Or a pie.
Go, go.
Is yonder ein iblekeer.
Discipline. That is what you folk lack.
Military camp. No locals allowed without the express consent of the garrison commander.
I look like a local to you?
You look like trouble.
Dead wrong. I make trouble go away. I'm a witcher.
A witcher? Captain Peter Sagwin Levy is in the tower. Turn right, past the gate.
You black ones aren't so scary after all. Can even be nice if you want to.
Don't get accustomed, Nordling. To the tower. Go!
Is it true? Northern women bathe but once every 3 moons.
Ebstreda, Asante Kana, es Pisser Ferin, nur es Urheiden, Enderas. Es a Drogmanas, es a Tumen of
Barbarians.
We must requisition a share of your harvest.
Aye, Your Excellency.
I know there is little left in your granaries.
Password.
Dunno any.
So, out for a little walkie, eh? Counting the Emperor's swords to lull you to sleep? Well, in the army, we've a place for nosy ramblers. The scaffold.
And thick-skulled quartermasters, they got a place.
You're clearly skilled at banter. And haggling? You got a knack for that as well?
Show me where you're peddling. Holding up around here? You boys think you can win this thing?
Ah, a spy after all. Or one to stir trouble.
Neither. Just curious.
Right. Well, tell anyone who cares we will win this war, because Radovid is mad, as everyone knows, and we've an extraordinarily well-drilled and well-supplied army. Incidentally, did you wish to buy something?
So long.
May the sun shine upon you.
How much grain will your village give?
Whatever you say, Your Excellency.
Look at my hands. Look. See the calluses? These are not the hands of an excellency, but of a farmer. So we speak peasant to peasant. How much can you give?
40 bushels. There'd be more, sir, but our lads, the Temerians, that is, took from us earlier and...
You will give 30, and that will do. Let us settle on it, and I wish to see the transport soon.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you kindly.
I summoned only the Elderman and the smith, Willis. But it is said he is a dwarf. You are too tall to be him.
Plan to requisition something from him too?
If it is necessary, yes, of course. We are at war, in case you have not noticed. Who are you? Speak.
Geralt of Rivia, Witcher.
Vatgern. This explains why I did not hear your footsteps. What do you seek here?
Yennefer of Vengerberg. Where was she headed?
That is a military secret.
Haven't thrown me out yet. Haven't called the guards. So go ahead. What's your price?
There is a griffin in the area. Slay it, and then I shall see what I can do.
It's a deal. Some questions before I start. Know where the griffin has its lair?
It kept to the Vulpine Woods at first. I sent a patrol there, 5 young men. A hunter found them 2 days on. They only recognized them because they wore our plate. Since then, the griffin has grown bold. Attacks in villages, fields, on the main road.
Meaning it's abandoned its lair. Gonna have to set a trap.
I judge from your tone this will not be easy. What do you require?
I'll need bait, a specific herb, buckthorn. Scent should lure the griffin from 10 miles off.
Buckthorn? I do not know this. But I am not yet fluent in the common tongue.
Mm-hmm. Probably mastered the basics, though. Hands up. Kill them.
No. First came idioms. Don't play with fire, for example. Go to Tomira, an herbalist. She lives near the crossroads. She will aid you.
Need more information about this griffin. Its sex, why it's abandoned its lair.
Shall I bring you witnesses?
They won't say anything I don't already know. I need to go where your men died. Look around. What's the name of the hunter who found them?
Mislav. He has a hut south of the village, very near the wood. Helpful fellow. A little strange, though.
Tomira and Mislav. Thanks.
Es sunt jakten.
Have you lost your mind, man?
Heard of the Vryhead Brigade? Your kind served them. Non-humans.
What do you want?
Okay. Is it true? Northern women
Said it's styling. Nes think I fight a rebellion nordlich, banal.
Ese Yondrain en Beker.
Voy a hacer una cosa. Voy a jugar en el idioma original, pero veamos dónde tengo que hacer eso. Sería aquí, ¿no es cierto? Juego. Creo que cerca. No, aquí no es. Creo que tengo que salir al menú principal. Voy a hacer eso, ya. Voy a salir al menú principal. Voy a cambiar el idioma para jugar en polaco. Que va a estar buenísimo jugar así. Nunca lo he hecho. Para ver pues cómo suena, cómo sonaría The Witcher en polaco. Ok, tengo que guardar. Ahora sí me voy al menú principal.
This bard's tale begins near White Orchard, with my dear friend Geralt of Rivia seeking his lover of yore, the sorceress Yennefer. She'd eluded him for years, but now seemed just a few steps ahead.
that time.
Not at all. Hand me the beggar tickets, the red bloom. Well, one versed in herbs.
Probably saying too much, but I know a bit. For instance, that beggar tick's poisonous.
In large doses. Small ones soothe pain and bring forth pleasant dreams. Which is all I can hope to do for her.
Looking for buckthorn. Know if it grows anywhere around here?
Bottom of the river, where the channel's widest. But you do know that once out of the water...
It'll stink worse than a week-old carcass. Counting on it. I'm hunting the griffin. Need the buckthorn for bait.
I was thinking... A few years ago we had trouble, drowners under the bridge. The whole village had to pitch in for a witcher. Who now can afford the bounty on a griffin's head?
Captain Peter Sars, something.
Ah, good to know the Black Ones are looking out for our welfare.
Nilfgaard values one thing. Order. Griffin's disturbing that. It's gotta go.
Yes. First they'll tend to the monsters, then to the folk.
Not from here, are you? A lot of bitterness in you. Too much for someone who's spent her life in a hut in the middle of nowhere.
True. And you're in a hurry. Elsewise you'd not use bait, just wait for the griffin to attack again.
Believe we could have an interesting conversation.
Maybe next time. Yes?
Griffin do that to her?
Delina. Yes. Attacked her at night. She was walking in the woods.
At night? Through the woods? In wartime?
Meeting a boy. The young, do foolish things for love. Wounds are healing, but she will die. Blood's pooling in her skull. Nothing my bruise can do to help.
Could try to help her with one of my potions. Swallow can heal internal hemorrhages.
But?
Witcher's potions aren't for humans.
She'll die as it is.
Yes. A peaceful death soothed by your concoctions. If I give her Swallow and something goes wrong, the whole village will hear her screams.
I understand. Do as you will.
Tell me something about yourself. What's your story?
A sad one. Do you know the Temple of Melitele in Alanda?
Do I know it? Can't remember how many times I've been there, how many times Mother Neneka stitched me up.
We must have missed each other. I started to become a healer under Mother Neneka. I was but 18 when they took me in. An age at which teachings interest one far less than love. There was a boy, Goslav. He'd bare his chest to work. The novices couldn't keep their eyes off him, tripped over their own feet, dropped things. I left the temple for him. We passed a lovely summer together, and then he left. Neneke refused to take me back. My parents uttered not a word, gave me a travel cloak and a small coin pouch. I struggled long to find a place where I'd feel safe, needed, until I finally arrived here. End of story.
Got any herbs you're willing to sell?
I'm sure I can find something.
Farewell.
Yes?
Got a potion for Lena. Swallow.
First sign of spring. Symbol of rebirth. Fitting as names go.
We'll see. Like I said, could harm her. Deeply. Works on me immediately, but I have a faster metabolism. Effects won't appear in her case for a few days.
Why'd you choose this in the end?
Decided it was better than doing nothing.
I like you, Witcher. Here. A small gift. For giving a damn.
That's it, Roach.
Good woman, is this the road to Vizima?
To your Grahaven, all right? Have you not heard about the griffin?
First the black ones, now a griffin. I guess it's true, misery does love company.
As should travellers. Leave the village alone and the beast will sniff you out and eat you up sure as morn. You best wait till the group gathers. At the inn, if you're gold. If not, I'll put you up myself.
Anyone home?
Must be out hunting. Trail's fresh. Mislav just left home. You, Mislav?
Shh! Hear that?
Wolves? No. Wild dogs.
Yes. More dangerous than wolves.
Dogs more dangerous than wolves? Don't think so.
It's the truth. Know why?
No, but I guess you're about to tell me.
Wolves hunt to fill their bellies. Wild dogs kill for sport.
Just like humans.
Aye, they've learned much from us. Why not cruelty too?
I'm hunting bigger game. The Nilfgaardians the Griffin killed. Where'd you find them?
Ah, I see. You a witcher. That monster slayer they's talking about in the village. I'll show you, sure. But, I gotta kill those mutts before they hurt someone. Will you help? That is, if you don't mind blunting your silver blades on them.
Sure. Griffin's not going anywhere.
No. Dogs might, though. So step careful now. Come on.
These dogs been a problem for a while now.
Since the...
Hace unos días estuve leyendo un artículo que decía que los perros cuando mueven la cabeza y te quedan mirando es porque tratan de entender los gestos, ¿no? Es como, no es que están asombrados, más bien es como que están captando gestos que ya reconocen, porque la conexión que tienes con los perros es distinta a la que tienes con otros animales, ¿no? O sea, un perro simplemente por sus características físicas, por su estructura, no puede imitarte, pero si tuviera otra estructura, lo podría hacer. Es decir, por eso mueven las cejas, por ejemplo, es una capacidad que sí tiene. Entonces, bueno, me acuerdo de esto por esto que dice el cazador de lo que han copiado los perros salvajes de los humanos y de la crueldad. Bueno, dato curioso. Entonces vamos a matar pues a los perros.
Soldier on the march. He'll stop to rape a woman, strangle her, kill her man for a chuckle, even butcher a cow. But a dog, a kick in passing, no more. So these stray mutts form packs. They're gaunt, guts stuck to their spines, covered in scabies, but they just won't die. 'Cause they're clever. More so than foxes. And they hate men something fierce. Too late. Attacked another one. Dieter.
You know him?
We served at the Lord's Manor together, where the Black Army's encamped now. He was a stable hand, I was the Lord's hunter. But that was before... well, a long time ago.
Before what?
Before they drove me from the village.
What did you do?
Nothing. I'm a freak. Sorry. I'd rather not talk about it.
I'm a freak too.
Aye, but of another kind.
If it's lycanthropy, I can help.
What?
Lycanthropy. Werewolves. Handled a few cases in the past. It's usually a simple curse that...
The Lord's son, Florian, and I... we loved each other. Dieter walked in on us in the stables. They drove me away. Florian hanged himself. Lord started drinking, and the estate fell into ruin. That's the long and short of it.
Pero aquí como que en la región, en Latinoamérica, sí creo que las nuevas generaciones van aceptando mucho más estas diversidades de nuestra generación. ¿Qué es que éramos? Yo hago autoconciencia yo mismo, a veces soy muy cruel con ciertos comentarios, aunque mucho antes que antes. Pero cuando uno se pone a pensar qué triste que la sociedad te castigue por amar, ¿no? Yo cuando era profesor tenía una estudiante, una chica, que prácticamente los papás hacían todo lo posible para separarle de otra chica de la cual estaba muy enamorada. Y cuando me contó, que no sé por qué me contó, pero me contó un día que yo simplemente me acerqué a preguntarle qué le pasaba porque le vi como decaído. Cuando me contó, lo único que pude hacer fue decirle esto, ¿no? Como nadie tiene el derecho de juzgarte por estar enamorado de él. No son heridas tan lejanas. Interesante escena del jueguito. No le voy a decir que lo siento porque no creo que hay que utilizar esto, sino más bien como tomarlo de la manera más normal, ¿no? Como que alguien te pueda decir que ama a alguien de su mismo sexo.
So, can you show me where you found the Nilfgaardians? Griffin, know anything about it?
No, not much. It's not my kind of game.
You're his kind, though. Survival instincts alone ought to make you care.
Eye walks. Through the woods. No griffin can hear me nor spy me. 'Twas here. One lay there, by the stump, headless. The other hung from a branch, guts splayed, stretching down to... Watch out for yourself now.
I'll be fine. Not the first griffin I've dealt with. Not likely to be the last either.
Hope you're right. Good hunting now.
Nilfgaardians were celebrating. Griffin interrupted them. Ground's black, saturated with blood.
Entonces les decía, cuando yo recién empecé a jugar esto, pirateaba el juego porque no tenía dinero y tampoco tenía una configuración adecuada. Jugaba en una calidad muy mala, muy mala. Pero me enganchó. Y ahí aún no salía la versión esta de Next Gen, de nueva generación, de próxima generación, como sea. En esa época la próxima, ahora es actual generación, que es lo que estoy jugando, ¿no? Por eso, en esta calidad gráfica que me sorprende, porque ni siquiera está en todo, pero se ve increíble. Bueno, y yo jugaba con teclado y ratón, porque este juego está bien para ese tipo de control. Ahora tengo un joystick, está muy bueno, pero jugar así no está tan fácil. Por ejemplo, con el teclado y el ratón, solo con la rueda del mouse lanzas las señales. Aquí me toca estar eligiendo porque no sé si hay un modo de acceder a estas cosas rápido. No lo sé.
Are older and deeper, heavily armored. Nilfgaardians, probably. What remains of it, at least. Bones. Horse, dog, human. A few months' worth. corpse is a couple of weeks old. Still alive when the Griffin brought him here. Took a long time dying. Female. Larvae in her wounds have already hatched. Been dead at least a week. Other Griffin must be a male. Deep cuts over the whole body. Not a drop of blood on the beak or claws. Didn't defend herself. Crept up on her while she slept. Beak tips worn. Gray hairs in the coat. 10, 12 years old. Griffins pair off for life when young. Male must be about the same age. Thick shaft, dense barbs. A royal griffin. Explains why the male I ran into was so aggressive. Hunted the Nilfgaardians down here in the forest first, then started prowling the area. Only a human could do this.
Haciendo lo de siempre, ¿no? Destruyendo la vida hasta en videojuegos.
Greetings.
A witcher? You see the notice? Hear about the well?
A well? First I've heard. There a problem?
Aye. 'Tis haunted. Has been for a good 20 years.
20? So why'd you put out a notice just now?
'Cause earlier on we drew our water from the river. But so many corpses floating in it after the battle it's turned noxious. My daughter Mandy drank half a pitcher. Fell dreadful ill, can't keep nothing down. She grows worse by the day. Herbalist claims you fight a fever with drink. And not beer nor cider, but water. Clear, pure water. And where am I to get that if not from the well? But first, the ghost's got to be driven away. And it don't let any man near.
This ghost. Describe it for me.
Well, it's awful frightening. Awful.
I meant, what does it look like?
It looks like a woman, but fresh from the grave. Wears a dirty dress, all rags, its skin flaking off its bones, and it howls like it's suffering.
Some wraith. Or maybe an alp.
If you don't wallop it, Master, if you don't take care of it, that is, it'll come kill me daughter.
I feel for you, but this is my job, so let's talk about my pay.
Something not right with the coin. That settles it then.
Fine, I'll help. Where's this well?
In Havel, a settlement on the heights. It's abandoned now, no one ventures there on account of the ghost being about. Drive it off, please.
Well, faster. Strange. No sign of a ghost. Maybe it only shows at a certain time of day. Grass around the well's scorched. Grass around the well's scorched. Bodies dried to a crisp. Signs of burns. All signs point to a noon wraith. might be useful.
Ha sucedido. Volker le ha puesto una demanda al señor en el tribunal de encima y ha indicado todo el daño que nos ha hecho. Como mandó a no revelar su identidad deprisa. Como pisoteó los campos borrachos sin pensar en compensarlo. Como irrumpió en la boda de Peter y exigió el derecho de perdonar. Por fin hemos logrado lo que le rogamos durante tanto tiempo a meditarle en nuestras oraciones, ya que el juez ha reconocido los reclamos y ha anulado todos nuestros vínculos y obligaciones con el Señor. Por fin podremos establecer por nuestra cuenta. Por fin viviremos como hombres libres. Primer día de libertad. Chamizo aún no es una aldea, pero desde mi punto de vista es mejor que el palacio más lujoso. Volker ahumó la casa con madera de villano para expulsar el mal y enterró una garduña bajo la puerta para que los ladrones no crucen el lugar. Y luego me dio un brazalete, el más bonito que he visto en mi vida. Mi madre me ha dicho que es una estupidez gastar tanto dinero en una fruslería cuando no tenemos arados ni asadones y que deberíamos devolvérselo al mercadero. Por encima de mi cadáver, no me lo quitaré nunca. Siempre me recordará a Volker, a lo contentos que estábamos ese día. Se rumorea que el Señor viene a vernos, que quiere llegar a un acuerdo y rogar que volvamos a la aldea. Dicen que se ha calmado desde que murió su hijo y que no se enfada tan rápido por tonterías. Ya veremos. En cualquier caso, no tengo intención de moverme de aquí.
Lucky not to come up empty-handed. A bracelet with an inscription. To Claire, from Volker. Bracelet was on an arm bone. Wonder where the rest of the body is. Body. Can't reach it from here. tied the Noonwraith to this place. An object. Something she needs before she'll leave this world. Noonwraith won't stray too far from the well. Bloodstains. Almost faded. But the line's taut. Something's not right. A corpse, hanged by the bucket rope. Woman the journal belonged to. Must be. Wide pelvis, small jaw. A woman. Around 30, judging by the teeth. Left arm's missing. Need to cremate the remains. Gotta find the object that binds her to this place before I do, though. Was she wearing the bracelet from her husband? Might be why her arm fell off. Let's take another look. Lovely craftsmanship, but I'll have to burn it with the body to get rid of the Noonwraith for good. Better do it near the well. Need to prepare for this fight. Brew some wraith oil, drink some potions. And the bracelet. Igni. Hey, I think it worked. Go, go. Time to end this. Come on. Job done. The well was haunted by the ghost of a woman who was killed there. I drove it away.
I just hope every unburied wretch don't start haunting us. Well, that battlefield's gonna cause us a heap of trouble.
If they do, you know who to contact. Meanwhile, Claire, Volker, names ring a bell?
I don't know him. Though I did hear our herbalist Tamira mention a Claire once. Same one, maybe? Your reward, Master Witcher. The gold I'd hid away for Mandy's dowry. Without you, she'd never have lived to wed. Now, let's hope for it, at least.
At this point, doubt I'll ever marry. You keep the coin from Mandy, her wedding. Raise a toast to my health then.
Thank you, Master Witcher. Them's warm words, you've a good heart. But I can't let you go empty-handed. Take this, at least. Good luck.
Giddy up. Should talk to Vesemir.
corresponde por orden del comandante de la legión. Los hombres que llegan al extremismo deben ser escoltados hacia el norte, al puesto fronterizo cercano a Amsterdam. Allí los estará esperando la división redondiana. Son nobles temerios que están bajo protección especial y nadie debe tocarles ni un solo de sus cabellos. Todo lo que llevan es de su propiedad y debe continuar así. Cualquiera que incumpla esta orden será castigado por un tribunal militar.
out like shit in a blowhole. Ooh! Good man. Whose field is that the other side of the river?
Lad went missing one day, so Fred grabbed a witch that was hunting the guy, started poking him.
Yes.
Well, he
This
started
boy,
twisting and
will he
squirming,
venture
so
out to
wham,
inspect
bam,
his
they knocked
grain
his head off.
anytime soon? What for?
So it were.
Harvest is a
Except
long
it was
way
some
off, mate.
drowner that had sapped on the
Looking for trouble.
Witcher had naught to do with it. What did the folk do? It ain't like they could have sewed his head back on. Word is, they laid his...
Yes? What is it, Wolf?
Realize it's been half a year since we hunted down that fiend in Varoon?
Yes. Well, that was more than a fiend. What was that bastard's name? Drugan? May the soil lie light upon him. Things used to be simpler. Monsters were bad, humans good. Now, everything's all confused.
Used to be exactly the same. You've just forgotten.
Do well not to point up my age. You're near a century old yourself.
Got good news and bad news. Good news first. Captain of a Nilfgaardian garrison knows where Yennefer went.
And the bad's that we have to kill the griffin for him. What else could he want from two witchers? Go on. Tell me what you know.
Griffin's abandoned its lair. Gotta make a lure, set a trap.
And how's that going?
Learned some things. It's a male, had its nest in the Vulpine Woods. The Nilfgaardians burned the woods down, killed its mate, smashed their eggs. Thought they'd fixed things.
It's always the same. Instead of sending for a professional, they try to do it themselves, only end up making matters worse.
Got the buckthorn.
Ought to work like a charm. Powerful scent.
More like stench.
City boy. Rotting meat, manure, piss, standard smells of the countryside. Remember Tredigor? Hunting that Zoogle in the trash heap? You spent half the next day bathing, scrubbing yourself.
How can I forget? You ever gonna stop bringing that up?
Fine. If everything's ready, say the word and we'll get to work.
I'm ready. No point in waiting. Let's find a good spot to ambush it.
Picked one out already, other side of the stream. There's fields and a grove. Plenty of room and far enough so no one will get in our way.
Good. Meet you there.
Plums are wreaking havoc on my gut. My gran told me about Smith's boy. Lad went missing one day.
Giddy up.
Started poking him, asking. Well, he started twisting and squirming, so wham bam, they knocked his head off. Aye, so it were. Except it was some drowning that had sat on him. Witcher had naught to do with it.
Ouch.
A stream, amber waves of grain. Charming place. Perfect for an ambush.
I know how to choose them. So, ready?
Let's start. Wind's good. Bait's scent will spread quickly.
Now all we have to do is wait. Come on. We can cower in the shade of those birches.
So tell me, once we find Yennefer, what'll you do? Got your eye on a contract?
No. I'll go to Kaer Morhen.
Little early to settle in for the winter.
Snows are a way off, yes. And that's what worries me. Nilfgaard's crossed the Pontar in the east. Puts them maybe a week's march from Kaer Morhen. If they reach the valley before snows can cover the passes, well, we need to cover our tracks, hide our paths. Speaking of winter and wintering, think you'll come this year?
Maybe. Might bring a guest.
That? It's close.
Let's go give it a warm welcome.
Wait, take this.
A crossbow.
Won it in a card game while you ran around. Might come in handy.
A witcher with a crossbow? We breaking with tradition?
Stop talking. Got a griffin to kill. Watch out! It's about to dive!
Not your lucky day.
Damn! It's fast! way! Not bad. Not bad. Though you could stand to improve some things.
For example?
Upward vertical strike. It's too obvious. But more on that later. Take the Griffin's head to the Black Ones. I'll ready our horses. Meet me at the inn.
Let's go!
Magic. A place of power.
That's it, Roach. What the hell is this?
Rye!
You take me for a blind man or a fool? This grain is rotten.
I didn't know.
So, a fool. Damn it, you never learn. Military Codex, Article 2, Section 3. For the delivery of defective goods, 15 lashes with a knout. Make it so.
Oh, no, no! By the gods, no!
What?
Fulfilled my end of the bargain. Your turn. Where'd Yennefer go?
To Vizima.
She was a day's ride from here the whole time? Under my nose? Might have said so.
Yes, I might have. But you would not have killed the griffin. Tit for tat. Halt! We are not done. It's yours, this gold. I would not want you to say you were inadequately compensated.
What now? Any tidings from Vizima? What do you want?
May the sun shine upon you.
Est-ce que bref? Non. Ici, c'est bon, ça va aller.
interesante, pero ya me cansé. Así que gracias por mirar. No sé qué día continuemos, pero voy a continuar en live igual, porque seguramente